Hey, everybody, it's your girl, author Doc B. She's in the building. And thank you all so much for being patient. I'm going to have to ask that you click like and share. Let's see if this one came up. We are live again. I had to recreate another broadcast to go live. So let's see how this is working. It looks like it is up and running. So let me just make this one public for everyone to see, and then we will move on in our broadcast. Okay. It is now public. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So before I bring her up, like I was saying, we are going to meet Miss T tonight. Please click like and share. Again, Miss T is known for being a motivational speaker, a public speaker. She is known for facilitating workshops. She does social media management. She graduated with an associate's degree in liberal arts, and she has a bachelor's degree in behavioral sciences. And she was the proud owner of Bottles and Models, a company named organization called Leap Plus that help plus size women love the skin that they are in. She actually helped publish my book. She published many books. She's a known publisher, a known author. She's a policy developer. Like, she's just an amazing force in my life. So without further ado, I'm going to bring her on, and we are going to get this topic started. Please click like and share. I need to see those hearts, honey. I need to see those hearts, and I'm sorry about before, but it's God's plan, not mine. Okay, let's bring her in now. You are on mute. Somebody mute yourself. Let's see.
All right, are we live?
We live, girl. We're live, girl.
Okay, because she's here.
Okay, she made
Hey,
it.
Mom.
Hi, sweetie pie. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my daughter.
Hey, come
There's
on in the room. Come on and have a seat at the table. We are here today, okay?
Yes, we're gonna bring it to the table. How you feeling, sweetie?
You know what? I'm here and I'm alive and I'm here and I'm talking to you. And the fact that I'm here, I'm good. Like, I can't complain right now. I refuse to. Like, I can, right? But
Yes,
I'm not going to.
Exactly.
I'm not going to. So I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Okay, no problem.
What about you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. It was a really great day. A little stressful at work, but you know what?
Same.
I'm the girl that is known to push it through, and I believe that's what actually brought us to this segment tonight, right? Remember using those words with you over a week ago. You guys better get ready, get on the edge of your seats, because this is about to get good. I'm telling you. So I was telling them about a Black woman's struggle, where the topic came from, how she actually helped me with this topic. I wanted to do something significant and something special and profound, something that will just blow your mind, because here's the truth about
blow your mind, but okay, right. Thank you.
Yes, because here's the truth about Felicia, Doc B, and Miss T's family. We have a plethora of Black women that is known to be strong.
Oh yeah.
And the month of March, just about every day we have people in our family whose birthdays are celebrated in that month, including
How about that?
Miss T's.
Including who?
Miss T's.
Okay. Pisces season is here. It's going down.
Absolutely. And we will be launching another episode during her birthday weekend, because that happens to be my high school reunion week. Whoop, whoop.
Okay, come on,
Irvington, right. And then I'll have some of those alumni on tomorrow night talking about that event. But for now, let's talk about the lineup that we have. And you helped me put it together, and I just want to say thank you for that.
You're so welcome. Thanks for asking.
Is the newest campaign honoring our stories. As women of color in society is programmed to attach our worth to our ability to struggle, we understand the importance of bringing it to this table. Guess what? Real narratives that shaped our lives. Huh? You hear me? Real narratives that shaped our lives, right? And then it says, through the years, we encountered women who grabbed life by the horns, broke all the rules. They endured decades of merely surviving, and guess what? And still haven't even been given the say that they should be given in society. However, in this series that's coming up, we're going to discuss the highlights of these women, the women that refuse to stay silent, the women that created safe spaces, just like this one. I happen to be one of them. Hello, somebody.
Okay, come on.
Okay, and to provide equal opportunity wages and to advocate for proper health and care and education. Guess what? And how about the ones that help fight that spiritual battle? Okay. Guess what? These are all women in our family. And I'm starting it off with the one and only lovely daughter of mine, who has some challenges recently that she's going to disclose. And she's very private. She don't tell her business. So it was pretty tough for me to get her on here, y'all. So going through these episodes, it's the importance of this particular episode tonight. We're going to talk about the importance of keeping up one's health. Watch this, through the mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit. So can you, Miss T, tell the audience what that particular statement means to you? Health, it has to do with mind, body, and spirit.
Sure. So first of all, you can hear me okay, right?
Oh, yeah, very clear.
Okay, great. So when I think of health, I think of the whole person, right? We have so many misconceptions on what good health is, and what it looks like, or what the world thinks it looks like. But I know now more than ever that good health looks different for everybody. And how about good health looks different even for you, depending on where you are in life. So when we talk about health, the mind, the body, and the spirit, that's all of the things that encompasses the whole person, your inner as well as your outer. And then that other thing that's way bigger than all of us, right? And that's the spirit, your spirit, your like who you are, like your soul, you know what I mean? So we got to make sure we're taking care of our health in all of those areas. And unfortunately, we all don't.
We're not doing it.
Yeah, we don't.
And so would it be fair to say that what you just described was like a holistic kind of thing? Like the Black woman is pretty much known sometimes to just take care of one part and not the other?
Absolutely.
Instead of addressing the holistic?
Absolutely. And when we talk about the three, the mind, body, and the spirit, that is they call it a trifecta, right? And yes. To answer your question, yes.
And so the misconceptions, what are some of the misconceptions about the Black woman and do not take care of ourselves? What are some of those things like death situations and you have a recent, this is what brought us to this conversation, because you recently had a health issue that you experienced, and so did I. You know, you've been with me on this journey through life for 35 years talking about, did I say that? Oops, she said it. Oops,
how would you do that?
I know, I'm sorry.
For what? Wow, you know how I feel about hearing that.
Girl, I know, but go ahead.
So, yes, we are conditioned as women, first of all, because we are the caregivers, right? We are the caretakers. We are the caregivers. We are the ones who usually is putting all of the everything on our backs. And it's just an expectation. It's become this expectation that Black women have to be this strong, independent woman and da-da-da-da-da. And while those things are true, what I've learned is your ability to struggle and your ability to be able to push through those things that we tend to forget, including our health, that does not equate your worth. Like your ability to say, you know what, I got through it today. Or if you find yourself saying that every day, that you gotta push through. Or if somebody say, hey, how you doing? You go, well, I'm here. That's not okay. And we sometimes glorify that.
Yeah, I was doing that the other day, and that's what brought us here, right?
Yes. Talk about what you were doing. Because it's often people have those conversations all the time when they checking in with each other, and you talking and you just get to going. Tell them what you said.
I was saying stuff about, this morning I got up, I said my prayer, I went to the gym, I did this, I did that. Then I did my regular routine and I ended up going to work. And then after work, I had to go to the doctors, and after doctors, and work was so hard. And this happened at work, and that happened, and this, that, and the third. You know what? But at the end of the day, I went to my second job. I went to my private practice. I got it all done. And guess what? I pushed through and I made it through, and I'm still alive, and get up and do it again the next day. And you was like, but Mom. I was like, ooh, what had happened was, and I'm known by many over decades to do that. So I can see
when you say decades, when you say many that has done that over decades, what do you mean by that? Who are you talking about?
The lineage where I come from. Like everybody works from sun up to sundown. I call them strong women, praying people, believing people that no matter what. I know some who died working, like like they was at work one day, and 2 days later they was in the emergency room in intensive care. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And but for you, you were saying, well, that's not good. It's not a good thing to say it's all right to push through, especially, and what I heard you say was how often, if
all the time,
if that's happening every day, and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing, then a Black woman's struggle with health, there's no way you're addressing mind, body, and spirit.
Come on, bring it full circle. Okay, Orthodox B.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm just telling you, I'm
host.
Hey.
You's a sharp one, huh?
I'm the host, honey. I'm a host.
Eddie Rogers.
I got my active listening on tonight.
Yes.
And then for you recently, you had a small procedure. You was going through some challenges.
Yeah.
And I said, well, let's bring that to the table. And you was like, Mom, I will. So you want to talk about that?
Sure. So most people know me from being this confident plus size woman, right? They're known for me to be this fearless and for the most part healthy plus size woman. I was at my largest, I was 396 pounds. And so, but I realized that was crippling me in my everyday life. And so with me realizing that, and that also takes a certain level of being connected to your health, right? By you taking that self-evaluation and looking at what's really going on with you. That is like step one of this whole thing we're talking about here. Talking about caring for ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. It's really taking an assessment like, yo, something ain't right. I am not living and being my best right now. Something is hindering me. What is that? For me at that time, and I'm saying at that time because I'm learning that in each part of your life, there's going to be something. But to me, all I thought was the main thing, my only issue is my weight. So boom, I address it, right? Or at least I think I do. And I go and get weight loss surgery because that was the best option for me. So that's another thing that we as Black women have to do more often, doing what's best for us, not allowing what worked for this one and what worked for that, or what didn't work for this one or what didn't work for that one.
Watch out now, Miss T. Watch out now, Miss T. Watch out now.
No, for real. Stop you from making those moves for yourself. Because if I listen to every person that said, oh, you taking the easy way out, or oh, we know you to be Miss My Fat is not a flaw, da da da, or why are you losing weight? Then where would I be today? I don't know what me being overweight at that time could have been doing to me now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we really got to be real with ourselves first, and not care about what the other people say.
Yeah, and I'm guilty of that because I know when we moved back together, I was always say, well, you're a singer, you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that and you do this and you do that, and you was like, Mom, I'm 35. Like, hold on, like I'm a whole. Did I say that number again? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it.
Because
and I'm peeping out, even though you look 22. But look,
all right.
And I'm peeping out the window, like, where's she going now? But what's going on? This, that, and you're like, no, those days are long gone. I'm sorry, I'm a whole adult. You did not. You helped me see that you were a whole adult, holding it down, doing what you needed to do for yourself and your health and your well-being for you and your family. And for that, I'm truly grateful.
Thank you.
Let me just talk to the audience, please. Hi, Carolyn. Thank you all for joining.
Hey, y'all.
For joining. Oh my God, Miss Teresa. Hi. Thank you for joining.
Miss Teresa, hey, godmother.
Oh my God. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 platforms. We got people on Twitter. Hi. Thank you for joining.
Hey, Twitterland.
I don't know those people, but hi. Oh, you got Michelle there. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for joining. She's the realtor that was on last week. Oh, she was a
yes. All right.
Back on for Women's History Month, Black History Month.
So yes.
And then we got I don't see my Kasana, but then we have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is tied in tonight. LinkedIn
nice.
is and then you have YouTube. My YouTube channel is popping right now. I can't see your comments, but you can click like and share. But I do see that there's some active members on there. I see a couple of different countries. Thank you for joining. Oh, look at Canada. They just love me in Canada. And over there, what's my other friend from? Oh, wait, I don't see him. He usually comes in from the Gambia. There he is, the Gambia family. That's my son. Hey, son, thank you all for joining. So you are listening to Miss T, and this is a Black woman's struggle, and her topic is health, and that we struggle with our health. She happens to be my daughter. So you'll hear some personal stuff in between. But guess what?
A little tea, nothing too much. Relax, y'all. Just a little bit of tea.
Right. And so she's ending Black History Month with this topic and kicking us off into a wonderful Women's History Month. And every woman that's going to be on is going to be a woman that is Black from our family.
Okay.
Don't want to miss that series.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing. Hi, Kendra. Thank you for joining.
Patty.
Kendra's on. And so let's continue our talk in regards to health. So you begin to realize that, I got to get my own.
Got to get myself together. So did that. But now here we are 5-6 years later and all kinds of stuff started happening. I got into my 30s.
Okay.
And it all went like haywire to me. Like all kinds of stuff was happening. I'm like, what is going on? But one thing that I'm really, really proud of is I have become in tune with myself. And I started realizing certain things was happening. So that leads me to today. I have now lost over 170 pounds, almost 190 pounds, to be honest. So I'm grateful for that. But so many other things now has, kind of surfaced, and I don't know where it comes from, but I am getting, that O word and everything. And I'm just in another part of my life. New levels, new devils, right? That's what they say. New levels, new devils. So a few weeks ago, I started getting really bad headaches. I'm a teacher, a middle school teacher at that, child. So we'll come along with that middle school age, right? But I'm a middle school teacher. And so I realized, and you guys know I have 3 kids, blah, 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 or maybe you don't, but I do. So I have a lot going on, a lot of moving parts of my life. And I am a lot to a lot of people, right? And and I care about a lot, and I'm a part of a lot of different communities. So I'm very active, and I'm all about celebrating everything, you know? So I got a lot going on. I had a couple headaches, and I was taking like ibuprofen, and it wasn't working. And that's another thing that we as Black women struggle with sometimes. Number one, it's not that we wait too long to go see a doctor like the men do, because you know they got to be halfway dead before they go see a doctor. Okay.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
but for us, sometimes it's like we trust the system a little too quick. That first
Mm.
doctor that we hear, we take their word and then hop on the medicine that they want to throw at us, and we think that it's going to be all okay. We got to do a
Mhm.
better job at advocating for ourselves,
Yes.
especially in the health spaces. And I don't
Mhm.
think that is something that we really understand or realize until you're in it.
Mhm.
Until you're in it. And so
Okay.
I realized I was having headaches and the ibuprofen wasn't working. And, you know, we've been taking ibuprofen forever. Like, we know any
Yeah.
kind of little joint pain, boop, pop you a
Yeah.
sis. You got a 600 milligram, sis. You got an 800 milligram. You got an naproxen. Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all know how we do in the community because we know that that's
Mhm.
the thing that works. But those things are killing us slowly.
Yes. Come on.
We have to unlearn all of these things that we thought we
Mhm.
knew about ourselves, about our bodies, mind, body, and spirit. This is why
Wow.
this series of a Black woman struggle, and we're going to touch on all these different topics, career, religion, health, because we have to unlearn the stuff that we learned through all the years, that the
Mhm.
people that taught us, and you know what, we appreciate them for what they were able to give us,
Mhm.
right? But we also know that times have changed and
Mhm.
things are happening, and guess what, it's going to keep changing.
So
So I
you're
had these.
already giving out the tips. You're already
Listen,
giving out
I
the tips.
already, right. So I gave, not gave, but I went to the doctor. I ended up having to have, the problem was I was getting a headache only on one side of my head. So they ended up saying, hey, we want to do biopsies. Let's get these tests done. And I had to get biopsies done on both sides of my head. I don't know if you guys can see the bandage part is still, now it's starting to fall off. So it's healing and everything. But they split open the side of my head
Yeah,
and
they
had to
did.
take a biopsy of the artery.
Mhm.
Trying to weigh out, you know, if it was a certain condition. And I was told that I could lose my sight. I
Mhm.
was told that I could
Wow.
have a stroke. I
Yeah.
was told that,
Yeah.
like, a
Mm.
lot of things that's really, really, like, really life changing. And
Yeah.
then once they actually realized, though, that, because first of all, you know, we believe the report of who at
Come
the end
on.
of the day, right?
Almighty himself.
But the biopsies did come back negative for that condition. But now we still got to get to the root of what's happening.
Yeah.
I will have not have had as much pain as I have, you know, in the past, which is great. I had to go on a steroid, but here we are with
Mhm.
us just going to take that medicine that they give us.
Mhm.
But
Temporary fix.
that part, but also if they do and you know it's going to work, stop being, to my old, the ones that's before us, we got to stop being so stubborn too. Because
Mhm.
sometimes we go, no, we don't want, I don't want nothing, I'm going to die anyway. And you still have so many things to live
Yeah.
for in life. You know,
Absolutely.
we all know somebody that's like, I
Absolutely.
don't want to be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that is our narrative. They do use
Mm.
us as guinea pigs in our communities.
Ooh,
The
watch out
women that
now.
look like us. These
Yeah.
trial medications and all, we think this might work. We're going to try and see. And if it
Oh, and
don't,
they'll pay you too. They'll pay you. They'll give you
come on and talk.
$10,000. You stay
They know what
2 weeks
you
and take this
need. They know
medicine.
how to get you the free gift
Uh-huh.
cards, and it is. And
Mhm.
you see the areas that they target. Come on
Yeah.
now.
Just
We
like they
got to.
took the COVID money and gave it to you and took it back during tax time. But let me just say hello. Thank you so much for sharing that. That was
Hey,
amazing.
y'all.
I hope you all got some of those good tips she just gave out. She told you to stop, look, and listen. Don't take the first doctor's advice. She gave out some really good tips. Go and see about yourselves. You ain't got to jump on the medication real quick, this, that, and the third. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Shakira Henderson, for joining. Lindo's still with us. Thank you, Carolyn. She's still with us.
Hey,
Oh,
boo.
Michelle jumped on. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Leon. Hi, everybody. Thank you all for joining.
Hey, y'all.
Please
Thanks for
like and
joining us.
share and make sure that you invite someone. Just invite someone. We're trying to expand the brand out here in Atlanta, doing some big things. Oh gosh,
All right.
on the rise for Doc B, baby. Let me tell you. But so and next month, next week, we're gonna have some powerful people on in our family too that's in the medical field. So I'll kind of revisit this a little bit more with we got our cousin Sister Tiana Rogers. She coming on, honey. She's I think she's practitioner or something like that.
Bad. She's
Get
bad.
bad to the bone.
Period.
What? Let me tell you something. And then we got Dr. Dawson. She's coming up too. You know, these are our career girls, our educators, honey. Oh my God, I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing event.
Yeah.
And so here we are. We have arrived to this place where health mean everything to
Is wealth.
health.
Health is wealth. And wealth is so many things, though.
Oh,
right?
They say, hey, Grandma, hi, I see you all. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. Must be some of them grandbabies of mine. You talked about them 3 when some. I'm going to get that little one soon, honey. You get to give her up for a
okay,
minute.
ta-ta. Okay, she another one. That's why my head split open, because that one over here, you know, that glamour.
Leave that glam alone. That's my girl. Hi, I see you. That must be JoJo. Or either...
Hi, Glammy. Hi, Joey. I love you. Hi, Job. You're watching at school.
It might be Jamie too. Might be Jamie. Love you all. Thanks for coming. And so I'm glad that you had negative results from the biopsy.
Right.
I'm glad that you are on the path of the journey of health.
I am. However, you know what? I do want to mention this. I didn't just stop at the biopsy, because I did start feeling another type of pain that was different. So this takes me back to being in tune with every part of you. You really have to be. And also, when you're going through this, if you're not mentally and emotionally healthy, this is why it really does all come together.
Yeah, it ties in.
That in itself can make you sicker. That's another thing we need to talk about when we talk about the Black woman struggle, and if we want to connect that to health. If our mental space is not right, if our emotional space is not right, our spirit, something's going on the inside, yo, that will manifest physically. I tell you, no lies. You have to address those things, have those tough conversations, make those hard decisions. And the moment you do, I could promise you, that's really a promise, that the moment you do get that clarity, things are going to change.
Yeah,
they're going to change.
Yeah, it will. It has to, because if not, you'll find yourself dead from stress.
Seriously.
Stress.
Seriously.
And you know that's a big killer for African American community. Oh my God, look who joined. Mommy's sister is on. Hi, Auntie. Aunt Georgetta is on. Hey, Auntie. Oh, they saying preach, girl. You better preach. Somebody is saying,
all right.
I know that's right. The doctor is not always right. Linda,
that's right.
Saying that the doctor is not always right. So,
I talk to my grandmother Brenda all the time. You know, she's back at home in Newark, and I talk to her all the time about her doctor's visits and stuff like that, because the doctors are not always right. And especially of our older population, we got to do a better job at taking care of them and advocating for them too.
Yes.
Because the truth is, they tired. What my girl say? Truth is, I'm tired.
That's what the song says.
Options are few, right? Like they are tired.
Oh, I didn't tell them you was a singer. I said everything except that. You might have to bless us with something.
No.
This is the one
another day, another time.
Hollywood, honey.
but they're tired. Like they need us to advocate for them as well. Like if you constantly hear your grandmother or your mother or aunts, elders talking about how they don't feel like their doctor is listening, or how, you know, they feel like the doctor's just giving them a new medication. Me and Mommy, we were just talking about that with you and your doctor, how you have to advocate if they cannot do it, or if they get tired, which they may get tired right now. Maybe not even that they can't do it. Maybe they just tired. Somebody else got to be there and step in for them and speak up for them and make sure that they're taken care of. That is another part of the Black woman's struggle. They did all of what they could do for us. And so now it's time for us. It's something as simple as just spending time with them.
Yeah.
That's another part of health. That's now speaking to the emotional part, that they want to, they need that companionship as well. just staying, going to visit, doing things. That's all a part of that too. And we have to do a better job at taking care of
Yeah.
each other, just like, we take care of ourselves.
Well,
So
I know that you're big on calling and checking in on people that you say you love.
I
I know
try
you're
to.
really big on
I
that.
really try to. And that
Yeah, you
doesn't
really
matter what I'm going through. But
yeah.
that's where that, no matter what, I'm going to push through. I'm going to show up for you, even if I'm going through my own, because I definitely find myself saying that and kind of glorifying that inadvertently,
Mm-hmm.
glorifying the fact that I could be going through hell in my life. But let a friend call me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm showing up for them.
And that's where,
And
oh
while
my
that's a
goodness.
nice and that's a good trait to have to be able to do that, we do not have to do that all the time. Number one, because first of all, we ain't nobody's savior. That's another issue we have as far
Yeah,
as
we're
a
trying to do
Black woman's
God's
struggle,
job. We're
right?
trying
We're
to do
trying to do
God's job.
God's job,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right? Trying to do
Mm-hmm.
God's job. And that's something that definitely contributes to our health as well, because we end up taking on stuff that's not even ours. We
Mm-hmm.
take on stuff that's not even ours. And then that be the stuff that end up killing us
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
taking us out of here. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, check on your people, show up for them, but not at the cost of you.
Well, there it is, folks. You heard it right here from Miss T on Bring It to the Table. Not at the cost of you. Do not put yourself on the hook. Stop the sacrificing for those that don't sacrifice for you. She done gave up the good stuff tonight. The tips has been dropped right here. You heard it for yourself, but through her own life's experience. Okay. And let me tell you, if you didn't know, now you know. You didn't know. Now you know.
Yeah.
Take care of your health,
You got
mind,
to take care of
body,
yourself, guys.
period.
You got
Period.
to take care of
You know.
yourself. You got to take care of yourself,
And
and not just getting that first diagnosis. You double and triple check. You double and
mhm,
triple check and do whatever is necessary to take care of you. And that's where I'm on a journey of now. I'm
yeah.
going on a leave from my job. And if you have to do that, sometimes you got to say forget everything,
Wow, look at that.
and just
That's
take that
amazing.
time to
Yeah,
take care of yourself. And that's just and sometimes you got to do that. And so
yeah.
that's where I am right now, taking care of myself, mind, body, and soul.
That's
All three.
awesome. I have some more people that came on. Hi, Devin. Thank you for
Who's
joining.
that? Hey,
Hi,
Dee.
sweetie. Thank you for joining. Oh, look. There is Winston
It's
Burton.
all about balance.
Hi,
Hi, Winston.
Thank you, Winston. I appreciate you coming by tonight. You on the road. I know you in that big truck driving there over there in DC. You got to come through. And so I like what you said about the balance. You know who I just thought of for next month's segment as well? Don't we, cousin Charles Jr. has a wife. She does brain stuff, doesn't she, or something like that? I gotta
No, no, no.
and get in there and
But
find
she's definitely another sharp one, okay? So she
I'm
could
trying
definitely
to
be
tell
added
you,
to the
we got
panel.
some nice, sharp knives in our box, and we don't
Definitely.
use them. You know, my cousin Deshaun, I spoke to him again today when I was trying to contact his wife, and he says, I always call my cousin. I'll send him some test results from the doctor in a minute. Yup.
Me too. I'll be like, Dr.
And I'll be like,
Cuz,
what
what
does
I
this
got?
mean? What does this mean? Can you help me with
And he
this?
just so graciously does it, right? He just answers your
Free of
questions free of
charge.
charge. Okay, yes,
We
for the
got
virtual
doctors.
look for the virtual
We got
check-in.
doctors at our fingertips. I'm gonna have to get him on a whole special, okay?
I love that.
And
Yes,
he
and he
just said
does it
that
so
he
he's
loves when we call him and keep in touch with him and everything. I
mm-hmm.
can't wait to see him this summer with the kids because Junior's giving his little baby a 1-year-old birthday party in Newark. And I told him I'm going to probably back up a truck with all my grands in there and all my nieces and nephews.
Oh, whoa. All your grands, you saying it like you got like 6, 7. You only got 3. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Not too much on me. Okay. Thank you.
I do. And so let's kind of bring it all in, right? So
Yeah.
we're talking about health and wealth and checking up on your loved ones. And we're talking about not pushing through when you find yourself pushing through, Black woman, that you're headed for trouble. How often you do that, you need to be mindful of,
Yes.
be aware of. We talked
Mm-hmm.
about reciprocation and sacrifice, and in that, for that relationship, that is a reciprocal one, not just the one
Balance.
because you're there. You go. We talked about
We
that
talked
balance.
about balance.
Yep. Yeah. Because
Making sure your social, your mind, all three, mind, body, and spirit. That is what health is. It is the whole person. It's
nice,
the whole
holistic.
person, guys.
Mm-hmm. And I know some people who died trying to get balance.
Mm.
I'm still fighting for it because
Come on, talk about it.
it is 9 o'clock at night almost, and I'm still up and I'm working and I'm on the podcast. I went to the full-time job, the part-time job. I worked out this morning. I took my vitamins and minerals and got up. I did my prayers, and here I am still. And
Kicking.
I am fighting for that. I don't know that balance with a 12-step program in my life. I
Mm.
still
Mm, 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 mm.
am not fully balanced.
Because we're conditioned. We're conditioned like that. That's that black woman plague almost. We're conditioned to be that way. And then it's like we're also shamed if we're not that way. We do that too.
Yeah.
For those that may not be as strong, because not everybody came from that kind of a lineage where they've seen
Yeah.
strong black woman after strong black woman. Some people don't get it right. Some people make mistakes, and then we go and shame them for
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
also a part of this.
Yeah, well, I done had mom share mistakes in my life. I'm still making them. I ain't
We
perfect.
all are. We
I'm
all
still
are.
making them. But,
But the thing is, and the thing that contributes to your health is acknowledging that and just
yes.
consistently and constantly working on it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
who
not
is
in
ever going to
denial.
blame you for taking
Mhm,
accountability for your mess
mhm.
and then trying to clean it up? Like, nobody's going to say, yeah, you did it again. Yeah, well, I'm going to try to fix it again.
Yes, yeah, and I want to speak of this last point. There was a point that you brought up earlier. I wrote here in my notes. You talked about the mental health. And we're going to have a mental health specialist on later on in Women's History Month, coming on maybe the last week or the second week or something like that. I'm not sure where I'm going to put her in the lineup, but and she's a licensed professional
Maybe
therapist.
for the self-care and celebrate.
No, because we're gonna be in that's gonna be on the road.
Excuse me.
That's gonna be live from the road. We'll
Right.
be up on the 18th. So
Mhm.
so that one may not be good for her, but I might have to do a special segment to get her on.
Okay.
But you talked
Hey.
about the mental part, and a part of health is definitely being cognitive of your psyche, like what is actually going on. And I wrote it in my book and I talk about it all over the world. If you don't have the proper amount of supports, people in your life that's pointing things out to you, saying, she's acting a little funny, like she's not, I got it wrong a lot. Between you and I've gotten it wrong a lot. No lie. Yeah, we said we was gonna tell a little bit of tea, but
Listen.
I got it wrong a lot, and a lot I got right too later
Absolutely.
on. And but mental stability plays a huge part in health. If you don't have that, you're in trouble. If you don't have the people that's pointing out like you're headed down a slippery slope, you're going in the wrong direction, you don't have to listen to them, but just at least hear what they said and allow the seed to be planted, so that later on, if you're healthy enough, it'll start manifesting, and you'll start processing it within your own self if that person that told it to you cared about. If not, this going to roll off your sleeve and you'll find yourself in a dark place. Would you agree? Disagree?
I think I agree to an extent. I'm not sure exactly if how you accept it is dependent upon the importance of that person in your life or not. I think it's where you are in your life.
Nice.
Because it may not be that what they say is not important or that person is not important. It's just at that time, that's not on that person's radar. Like that's not what's most important to them,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So, like I said, and we all are in different places and go through different things in those different times. So
Mhm.
I don't think that it's really a matter of if that like your level of love or care for them like really plays a part. Yes, if they're important, you're going to listen to them more. But
Yeah.
if you don't take what into consideration what they say, or if you don't do what they do, I don't think that that's a direct result of your lack of like
Okay.
care for
Caring
them.
for that person. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about? And I'm gonna start closing it up. Oh my God, you got Willina on. Auntie Nene said hi, Niecy Poo.
Hey,
3
Auntie.
Oh, you got
Don't hate me, see pull me. Just get on that flight and be here that weekend and don't play with it.
on the
Okay.
birthday weekend. Okay, yeah, but give it to her right now. What are your thoughts about
Don't be like that, girl.
reciprocating relationships, but the person is on a cycle? You can see. Is that Glammy?
That is Glammy. You want to come say hello to
Hi,
Grandma?
Glammy.
She was in the bed. She said,
Let me see you, girl. Hi, Glammy. Hi, precious. Ladies and gentlemen, there is my one and only granddaughter, Glamour
say
Morgan.
hi, everybody.
Say hi
Say
to the
night night.
audience. Say good
Mhm.
night. See you
Go ahead.
soon. And you know, when you give that one person that you do have the reciprocating relationship with, your wholehearted, not advice, but experience, and you're watching them suffer through something
Mm. Mhm.
that affects us.
Mhm.
And you know, and you hurt when they hurt.
Yeah.
How does that tie into health and wealth? How does that tie into your topic tonight? You know, what would you think? I know that was like a question that you know, we didn't discuss, but I just thought about that.
When you see someone that you care about going through a cycle of pain or a cycle of struggle,
Yeah.
and you're saying that there's nothing you can do about it, or you're
Your the powerlessness piece, and when you know that they can do something and they won't.
mm,
How does
that
that tie into your health?
that ties. I think that it ties into your health um, in this way. The only way that you can really get through that is if you surrender.
Mm-hmm.
Surrender and understand that it's just not it's not your place
Mm-hmm.
to give them that or to be that,
Oh, so you
or
see, just mind your business.
like
You
they
straight up
have to,
powerless. Mind
like
your
at the
business.
end of the day you got
Yeah.
to surrender
Yeah.
and let them go on their journey. Because here's the thing, if you continue to chase after them or worry about them
Here come the
and
health.
and think, right now that's
That's
now
where I
coming
was
back to
going.
who?
There you go.
That's coming back to
It's gonna
you.
harm you because you're the
You-
one not sleeping at night. You're the one getting headaches over it. You're the one that's holding the phone like,
you're the one that's peeking through the window talking about, why isn't my 35-year-old daughter home?
yeah,
It's
that's me. That's
1 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, that's me. I'm talking about myself. You figured it out. Oh my God. There's plenty of situations in my life like that,
And
and
mine
all of
too.
our
And
lives.
mine too. And
Yeah.
mine too. And guess what? All of ours. This is the part of the Black woman's struggle. It
Wow.
really is. And
Wow.
it is, and these are things that you experience in different points of your life. As a child, we've done it to friends and
Mm-hmm.
family members. As
Mm-hmm.
you go through like in your life, in your relationships, we all do it, you know?
I think families would be more healthy if they had more talks like this.
Of course.
I think that it's not enough of this type of stuff, this talk
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
happening with
Yeah,
families.
definitely.
Well, here we are. We're at that hour. It is 45 minutes on the dot, baby. And guess what? We're going to end it. We're going to ask our special guest, Miss T, if she has any final remarks. But please don't forget, she dropped the jewels on you. She said, honey, you better listen to your body because it will talk to you.
It
Stop
will.
taking that medication. Go get a second opinion.
Yes, uh-huh.
Listen. Get your mental health together. Get
I
your
said that.
spirituality together.
Said that
Mind,
too.
body, and spirit. That's what Miss T told you. She done dropped her tips on you right here with her mother, the host of Bring It to the Table, honey.
Yes, Orthodox
You
B.
don't want to miss the next series. So let me just tell you this. In our next series, we're going to have two of our women in our family, the finest women. I'm telling you now, we're going to have Dr. Tanisha Dawson from
All
Georgia,
right. Woo
a
woo.
native Newark, New Jersey. And we're going to have Tiana Rogers. Let me tell you.
Yes, Mrs. Rogers.
And they are going to talk about a Black woman's struggle with careers. Okay, that is going to be next. That is on the 14th. You don't want to miss it. They're going to talk about, oh, let me tell you, I'm going to pose the question about the glass ceiling concept. Yeah, is that real for women? Or is it higher or lower for Black women? You don't miss it. They will be here to answer these questions, okay? So, any final remarks from Miss T so we can close out tonight? Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you. Please come back.
Yes, thank you so much, Mom, for having me. I'm glad that I was able to come on and contribute to what it is that you're doing for all different types of communities, really, because you really do touch on so many different topics in your podcast. I know you probably don't think that I watch as much or you don't see me, but I see you.
Oh, thank you,
I
dear.
see you. I really do. And I'm so proud of you and how you've taken this journey of yours by the horns. And so thank you for having me. And thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate you guys. And thank you for continuing to support my mom because she really do love this. She's not like this is something she's really passionate about. So thank you for continuing to pour into her and support her. The last things I would say is keep those tips that I gave you guys in mind. Remember that your health really is your wealth. And wealth doesn't just mean money. We got to unlearn that too. Wealth is not just money, guys. Wealth is your spirit. How are you really? How are you feeling really? How are you doing really? It's the abundance of just living happy every day. Genuine joy is what I like to call it. # genuine joy. That's what I'm striving for every day. Genuine joy. Loving yourself from the inside out.
Yeah.
We got to keep that in mind as well.
So you're open to public speaking engagements and publishing books and doing all these things. So can you tell the audience where they can find you at?
Absolutely. You can find me on Instagram at Trojah, TrojahToldya, Trojah. That's my first name, Told, TOLD, YA. You can also find me on LinkedIn under T Morgan, and you can find me on Facebook somewhere, whatever my name is on there, child.
Trojah the Kira is up there, girl.
You can Google Trojah Brands. And you'll find out all of the different things that I do. And I got my passion and all of my, one second, baby. I got my passion and all of my little skills and things from the one you watching here. So I'm sure I can be a resource in some way. I'm the plug. Holla at me.
Yeah, she is. Thank you so much. There it is. You heard it right here. You can holler at Miss T on all social media platforms.
Come here, folks. Say good night.
Right here tonight. Bring it to the table with your girl, Orthodox B. Good night, folks. Peace out. Tune in.
3 generations, baby.
3 generations right here. There you go. Right there. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Yeah, buddy. And so tomorrow night you're gonna have. That's just a special little something. We're going to be having fun with the class of the 80s in Irvington High, class of 80s, 90s, and 2000s, talking about the reunion. You don't want to miss it. Bye.
Yes.
Bye. Hey, look at JoJo. Tell him he was on live. He got caught.